Just got your hands on a 15 Pro Max or the iPhone 15 Pro with the action button, and you want to know some awesome hidden features which nobody told you about? Well, in this video we're going to show you 20 plus awesome hidden features for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro. And of course, if you feel that we've missed out on an awesome hidden feature, make sure you mention it in the comments on this video. Did you know that you could actually check the battery cycle count on your iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro? You need to go into settings, then you will go into general, then you will go into about. Once you're on the about page, scroll down all the way, you will see manufacture date, first use and cycle count. Other than that, you can also limit your battery charging to a maximum of 80%. Go into settings, go into battery. Once you're in the battery section, go into battery health and charging. Here in charging optimization, bam, here it is, 80% limit. Select this option, and now whenever you charge your iPhone 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max, it is going to charge to a maximum of 80%. So here it is, I'm in Safari, and if I search for Apple, you will notice that by default it is searching it in DuckDuckGo. If you do the same thing on your iPhone 15 Pro Max or the iPhone 15 Pro, I'm pretty sure it is going to search it in Google. Well, you can actually change the default search engine. So go into settings, and once you're in settings, go into Safari, go into search engine, bam, here it is. You can switch between Google, Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and who do you give the credits for this? Well, the credits for this change go to the Justice Department because of their antitrust lawsuit, because Google actually pays Apple billions of dollars to make sure that Google is the default search engine in Safari. Next up, did you know that you can actually lock your private browsing in Safari behind your Face ID or a passcode? How do you do that? Well, we are back in settings, we are back in Safari settings. Herein, if you scroll down, you see this toggle, require passcode to unlock private browsing. Once you enable this toggle, your private tabs in Safari will be hidden behind your face unlock or your passcode. And while we're talking about Safari, another hidden feature of Safari is if you open any web page and then if you tap on this AA, you get the option of listen to page. As long as you have Siri enabled, you can now use Siri to listen to the page, and Siri is going to read through the contents of the page so that you don't have to do it. Let us say you are iMessaging with somebody and you want to share a picture. Well, if you tap on the plus sign, then you have to go into photos. What if you could just long press on the plus sign and bam, here it is. These are all the pictures which you have on your phone. You can quickly share a picture. And then let us say you want to reply to an iMessage. Generally, you would press and hold and then select reply. What if I told you you could swipe towards the right hand side on the message you want to reply to, and bam, here it is. Now I can reply to the same message in just one gesture. Another hidden feature in the messages menu is, let us say I tap on the plus sign, right? The order generally is camera, photos, stickers, then you tap on more. But let us say you have something in the more section which you want to be on the first page. How do you do that? Well, all you need to do is press and hold. You'll hear a subtle vibration or you'll feel a subtle vibration, and then you can drag and drop it to wherever you want to. And now if I tap on the plus sign, I have camera, music and memoji. For our next set of hidden features and tips and tricks for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro, let us open the Photos application and let us open a picture of Master Yoda. So let us say you want to create a sticker out of this. All you need to do is press and hold, and it is going to detect the object. Once it does that, bam, here it is. You have a pretty cool animated outline, and you can say add sticker, and bam, here it is. We just successfully created an awesome sticker of Master Yoda. Then, how many times have you wanted to crop a picture wherein you would go into edit, crop the picture, and save it? Well, what if you could just pinch and zoom, and then on the top right you get the option of crop. You select that option, you select done, and bam, here it is. We have now successfully saved a cropped picture with just 2 clicks. And another awesome feature with the Photos application is, let us say you take a live picture. So this right now is a live picture, and if I tap on this share button on the bottom left, scroll down, I say use as wallpaper. It is going to load this live picture. You see the loading circle on the bottom left. Once that is done, I can actually use this as a live wallpaper. So let us wait for the processing to finish. Once that was done, live by default is turned off. So let me enable the live wallpaper and play it, and bam, there it is. That is my live wallpaper, which I have successfully set up on the lock screen of my iPhone 15 Pro Max. All I have to do next is say add on the top right, say set as wallpaper pair, and now my lock screen has a cool looking live wallpaper of Master Yoda. Another awesome hidden feature which is present on the 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro is the ability to turn off ProMotion or say disable 120 Hz, but that is hidden in accessibility. So go into settings, go into accessibility, go into motion. On the bottom, you'll see a toggle which says limit refresh rate. Once you enable this, it is going to set the maximum frame rate of the display to 60 frames per second, thereby disabling 120 Hz refresh rate and turning off Pro Motion. Now let us say you're running out of space on your 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro and you want to delete something. You will go into settings, you will go into general, you will go into iPhone storage. By default, this is sorted by size. But if you select this, you have hidden options like last used date. Once you do that, bam, here it is. The applications are sorted by last used date, and you could be like, hey, I haven't used this application in a long time. It's been using a lot of data. I guess it's time I remove this application and make some space on my 15 Pro Max or the 15 Pro. Our next awesome hidden feature for the 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro is for those of you who use Apple Music. When you switch between songs, it is pretty abrupt. Well, you can actually now do crossfade. So you need to go into settings, music, and bam, here it is. In the audio section, you have a toggle for crossfade. Once you enable it, you can configure the time from anywhere between 1 second to a maximum of 12 seconds. Our next awesome hidden feature for the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max is about an awesome lock screen wallpaper for those of you who love their planets. So let us go into customizing our lock screen. Let us try to add a new one, and herein let us go to the last one. Once you go into this last option and swipe between the styles, you will notice you have Neptune, you have Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, moon detail, you have the moon, you have earth detail, you have earth, Venus, Mercury. So pretty awesome lock screen wallpapers present in the astronomy section on your 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro. So let us say you want to edit your home screen and you moved around a few icons, but eventually you realized you did not want to move them where you actually moved them to. Now, what do you do? Well, I've already selected done and it is done. Well, if you shake your iPhone 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max and then you stop, you're going to get the option of undo move. And once I select undo, bam, here it is. We are back to the setup which we had before I did the move, which I did not want to do. For our next awesome hidden feature for the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max, did you know you could actually measure the height of a person using your iPhone? Well, all you need to do is ask the person to stand against the wall, and then you need to open the measure app on your iPhone. Make sure you are in the measure mode, and then point your iPhone towards the person, and this button on the right is going to activate. Click on it and it is going to measure the height of the person. Then, did you know you can actually use your iPhone 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max with a USB Type-C port to charge other devices? All you have to do is physically connect them using a cable, and here it is. I am connecting the 15 Pro Max to the 12 mini, and bam, here it is. You can see that the 12 mini is now charging. Similarly, you can charge your AirPods, your Apple Watch. And before you ask me, hey Manchi, what about Android devices? Well, here it is, 15 Pro on the left, and on the right we have the Google Pixel 7. When I connect them, here it is. By default, the Pixel 7 is charging the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But what if I go into the charging options and try to change it. Here it is on the bottom. On the Pixel 7 I have the option of charge connected device. Let us disable this option and then we're going to see what happens. Well, now I think the iPhone 15 Pro Max is charging the Pixel 7. Next up, did you know that you could actually delete the two-factor authentication verification messages automatically? All you have to do is go into settings, go into password options, and enable this toggle which says clean up automatically under verification codes. This is going to automatically delete verification codes in messages and mail after inserting them with autofill. For our next hidden feature on the 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro, did you know that, let us say someone is calling you and you hang up? Well, on previous iOSs, it would actually hang up the call. But now, while they're leaving a voicemail, you can actually see the message they are leaving, and then you can also choose to answer the call in case you want to. All you need to make sure is that live voicemail is enabled. So you will go into settings. Once you are in settings, you will go into phone. Then you will go into live voicemail and make sure that the toggle for live voicemail is enabled. Then if you have gone into your camera settings and then if you go into the formats, scroll down and you enable your video capture to be ProRes, you can actually record video directly to an external hard drive or a type C flash drive which you have attached to your 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max. So let us go into video mode and then we can go and enable ProRes. There it is. You can see right now it is telling me that the file system is unsupported because Apple being Apple, you do need to format your USB drive or the flash drive which you have attached to the Type-C port needs to be either in exFAT or APFS to support external recording. Next up, were you always worried that you're taking a picture and you want to know whether it is level or not? Well, on the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max, if you go into your camera settings, enable the toggle for level, now when you're taking a picture either in portrait mode or in landscape mode, it is going to show you a level, and once everything is fine, the level will turn yellow and disappear. Then, did you know you can actually take pictures in different focal lengths using the camera application? So here it is. When I open the camera app, you will notice by default it is in 1.5x. If I tap it one more time, it is 1x or 24 mm, then 1.2x or 28 mm, and then 35 mm or 1.5x. You can set a default option as well. So again, all you do is go into your camera settings, and herein you need to scroll down, go into main camera. Here it is. You can set the default to either 24 mm, 28 mm or 35 mm, and if you do not want any of those, feel free to disable them using the toggles on top. Another great hidden feature in the camera on the 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro is the fact that if you are taking a picture in normal photo mode and it detects a subject, say a pet or a kid, then it is automatically going to switch over to a picture which is going to capture the depth information, and that is signified by the f-stop on the bottom left. And once you take a picture, you can go into the photos application. Right now you will see this is a normal picture. If I go into edit, I have the option of portrait on the bottom left, and from here in I can add the depth effect, a pretty nifty feature. Select done on the top right once you're happy with the results, and bam, there it is. We have successfully added portrait depth effect to this picture. Similarly, if you take a picture with two subjects, I go to edit this one, I again have the option of portrait, right? I add the depth effect. Herein I can actually switch the focus. Right now the focus is on my friend BB8, but if I tap on my friend Master Yoda, bam, there it is. You can see that focus is shifting between BB8 and Master Yoda. Next up, we already know that the 15 Pro Max here comes with a 5x telephoto lens. But if you press and hold on the 5x, you can actually zoom up to 25x, and I think after 8x or 9x on the top right of your viewfinder, you are going to get another frame which shows you where on the subject you are, which I think is a pretty nifty and helpful feature. And there it is, peeps. That was our list of awesome hidden features for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro, which nobody told you about. But in case you have a feature of your own which was not on this list, make sure you mention it in the comments on this video.